Hey YouTube, DrKrazy here with another update here on the channel. Nothing's changing, just letting you know what's happening. So 2024 so far is going kind of as planned. Habits are being built, but I just started trying this new mentality of posting content for a week. Habits don't normally build until about maybe 3-4 weeks. So we're going to see if we can get through this through the month of February. But let me just go ahead and just tell you what's going on so far. We have posted the Stray playthrough, the little kitty cat game from back in 2022. I think it was 2020. Yeah, July of 2022. It was getting all the rave right behind the infamy that is Elden Ring. Like, cat fans love the fuck out of that game. So, watch that. Would greatly appreciate it. I've been seeing the comments. I've been seeing the view counts. Your typical numbers, as one would expect, especially from someone who's been dead for 2 years, literally. So, like I mentioned, we are building new habits. We're trying to upload. We're trying to schedule things and stick to them. So like I said, 1 week, we're working that out. We're also trying new things for software. I'm trying to learn new softwares. DaVinci is something I recently learned to stitch together 2 episodes of an upcoming video coming up here in the coming of days. I'll tell you about that here shortly. But we're learning new software, DaVinci. There's other softwares I'm trying to learn to make clips easier to just transmogulate and put onto the TikToks, Reels, Instagrams, you name it. I'm trying to get my content out for everyone to see it, not just you, Twitch, not just you, YouTube. We're trying to reach out to new boundaries, and so we're trying to build habits and not burn out from building new habits. We're trying to do this organically, like I have always approached a lot of things. What's next? Well, I got this divided into 2 parts in my script, so forgive me if my eyes start to wander here. What's next? I'm finishing off posting some of the old content. So, you just saw Stray. I don't know if you guys know this, but Star Wars is coming out next. I already have all the thumbnails generated for the next week. I'm going to be generating the rest of them. I believe it's either an 11 or a 12-part series. I do believe it's 11 parts. And they are, your typical digestible 2-hour chunks. And then we have, coming up in February, because if I post Monday through Friday, I'm not going to post anything on the weekends. I want to give you guys the weekends to digest the content. But I'm going ham right now with Star Wars. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, released in 2022. I think? No. Survivor came out in 2020. Wow. Survivor, I think, came out in 2022. So this is like an older game. It's like 2020, I think, Jedi Fallen Order. So, moral of the story is that playthrough's coming out. But I also want to finish that playthrough before January ends, because when January ends, I think I'm given like 1 or 2 days breathing room, and I'll give you probably another stupid recap video like this, and then we're going to go ham onto Tears of the Kingdom. I am warning you now. The Tears of the Kingdom video is probably one of my more successful, structured videos, but they're 4 hours a piece. And I recorded over 20 parts. Tears of the Kingdom was amazing, but that's not what the basis of this video is. I would like to hear your words in the comments. If you want something that's more digestible, something less than 4 hours, something around 2 hours, or are you guys really just going to be juvenile and just say, hey, we want 10-minute content? That might require an edit, but we'll find out here in the future. I do want to hear your thoughts. Next up, we have some recordings did not meet my expectations. I went back into the footage. I thought I lost Death's Door, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Sword and Shield. I did a ground lock playthrough where I used only ground Pokemon, and then Pokemon Scarlet. All 3 of these playthroughs, maybe not Death's Door. I'll have to look at the videos a little bit more in depth, but from what I've seen, there was this one part towards the end I was struggling on, and it was like 45-minute boss fight, very similar to our Armored Core footage, But if you guys want to see that footage of me struggle busing on a boss for 90 minutes, sure, I'll post it. Comment in the comments below. But those 3 videos did not meet my expectations. Twitch has already seen the playthrough, and I might actually re-record those playthroughs with these limitations and guidelines in mind, and not be a free-roaming spirit like you will see in Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom, I kept myself to a very strict format, and it worked. It worked out really good. Mind you, it took 30 parts, but honestly, to get what you want out of that game, it probably... I greatly appreciate that game, and I would love to hear your thoughts when that starts rolling out in February. Part 2 of this What's Coming Up Next is upcoming recordings. Yeah. What you're seeing is a bunch of backlog I'm just kind of pushing out. But honestly, we got stuff, DLC. We have backlogs, and we have brand new releases, all in January and February. To name a few, there is the Yakuza, the Like a Dragon series has its 3rd part, Infinite Wealth, coming out. So I've asked, various resources and other Discords. I'm like, what's the best way to get into Yakuza if you want to try? And they said, for noobs, try Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon, released back in 2020. So I happened to find a copy. It's on its way here, actually. And that's going to be some of the older content we played from older content. DLC-wise, we have Cult of the Lamb, Sins of the Flesh coming out here soon. And so I would like to get that recorded as soon as possible on Twitch, with that to be coming out in a later date. I might try to get this out sandwiched between all the Legend of Zeldas. But I don't think that's going to work out. So I'm recording it probably as soon as it comes out on the 16th, as soon as I'm readily available to do it on Twitch, but it probably will not be out until March. Again, I'm trying to get all the old content out first. Then there's this game coming up called Nightingale. From what I found it in a random log I put on Discord of all the games that looked interesting, Nightingale came out, and it piqued my interest. So I looked at the video, it still piqued my interest, so we might give that game a shot out soon. I also have a huge backlog of titles. Main titles like Yakuza 7 we just mentioned, Final Fantasy 7 Remake finally came to Steam, I think in 2022. I still need to play that. I think Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is actually coming out in February, but I think it's exclusive to PS5. As much as I would like to drag the family PS5 in here and play it, I would much rather wait for a Steam release or maybe an Xbox release to get an actual physical copy, because y'all know how I like my physical fucking copies, alright? But also, going on this what's coming up next for recordings, we have a huge bunch of indie backlogs. We're talking like indie games like Creature in the Well, if you remember that game, Last Campfire, Unravel, Dead Cells, Firewatch. These are all games that piqued my interest that I want to play. I think, what was that one? Oh, I'm recording it right now, but there's this one where it's a 2D platformer and you have to guide spirits to the next dimension. They had an Ultimate Edition come out. I want to play that one too. Like I said, I have a backlog full of indie games on Steam, and we're going to try to record those and try getting them out, but those videos will not probably see the light of day until March. So if you guys can hang tight, enjoy the content that's coming out, comment on the video that's coming out. That way you can better, I don't know, tailor your YouTube algorithm feed. But yeah, I do want to hear your comments. Did any of the titles I spit off sound interesting to you? Say so in, excuse me. Yes. Say so in the comments below, all right? I do want to hear y'all's input. I'm really hoping y'all will be nice in the comments. Some of y'all have been different, but I would love to hear some constructive criticism. We're always available here on the Discord, and I think last but not least, some proper shout outs are in order. Some people have been helping me in the background for getting a lot of the stuff either downloaded, learned, or, just helping me with certain things. Shout outs to Honora for helping me out with the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. The reason that video never came out was because, well, you're going to find out in one of these episodes, I played in the middle of a thunderstorm. And sure enough, the power went out. You're going to find out in one of these episodes. Probably, I think it's the one with the longest timestamp. And yeah, the lightning storm, I was in the middle of something, pew, gone. I was like, when I got everything back up, I was like, how far did the save reset me back? Not too far, but still, I didn't know how to stitch the two episodes together. Nora got me onto this program called DaVinci I mentioned earlier, and she told me everything I needed to do it, and I did it. Thank you. Thank you. And then thank you to the community over the world. Like, I'm doing this YouTube content so you can see the stuff they see on Twitch at an hour that's not inhuman to you guys. So for my friends out there in Europe, for my friends out there in the West Coast, for friends out in Australia and or Japan, I'm talking about you, dude. But yeah, this is all for you, and I'm hoping to build better habits to be a better creator. So this is it for me, YouTube. This is the update, all 11 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the videos to come, or at least the past me will see you in the videos to come. In terms of what you're going to see from this day in 2024, I'll see you guys in those videos coming up in March. My name is DrKrazy YouTube, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.